Check out this fancy rice cooker. Nice, right? Well, before we shelled out $150 for a super deluxe tricked out rice maker, maybe we should have seen if we could have fixed this guy. We use our rice cooker every day, obviously because we're rednecks. No rice cooker lasts forever, but fortunately, when they quit, the fix is pretty predictable. Most basic rice cookers don't have a power switch. When they're plugged in, they keep the rice warm. When you push the switch down, it cooks the rice. If you plug your rice cooker in and there's no power, you most likely have a burnt fuse. I'll show you how to confirm the fuse is bad and how to replace it. Start by unplugging the power cord and removing the bottom cover. First, we'll make sure the power cord and cord reel are okay. Set your multimeter to test for continuity. Put one probe on one of the power cord's prongs, follow the wires coming out of the cord reel, and put the other probe on the end of those wires. If you got continuity, then the cord and reel are okay. Another way to test it is to plug in the power and check to make sure you have voltage to the end of the wires. Now that we know the cord and cord reel are okay, let's test the fuse. Unplug the power. Rice cookers have a temperature-sensitive fuse. It usually sits on a mount which holds it against the side of the rice pot. As the fuse gets old, it becomes too sensitive and burns out even though it hasn't reached its rated temperature. The fuse is usually covered with high-temperature insulation. Remove the fuse from the mount. Sometimes you can slide the insulation off, sometimes you have to cut it open. Now, set your multimeter to test for continuity again. If there's no continuity, the fuse is blown. We can also test this by bypassing the fuse. Twist the leads of the fuse together. Reconnect the power and see if it comes on. When ordering a replacement fuse, the important number is the temperature rating. This one is rated at 157 degrees Celsius. I had a hard time finding someone who would sell me one fuse. I had to buy a pack of 3 fuses for about $6. Also, if you had cut open the insulation, make sure you get some high temperature insulation. Wire harness tape makes a good replacement for high temperature insulation. This roll cost me $7. It's way more than I need, but I could use it for other things. You'll also need 2 crimp connectors, such as these butt connectors. Don't try to solder the new fuse. Remember, the fuse is heat sensitive. Soldering will burn out the new fuse. Before attaching the fuse back to the bracket, make sure it's well insulated so it doesn't short out on the metal bracket. Now your rice cooker should be back in business for another 10 or 20 years.
Oh no.